are recording, baby! What's going on, boys and girls, men, women, children, people of all kinds, whoever you are, everyone's welcome to this dojo. It's your boy Peter here, aka PeterFreakout10, baby. And it's that time again to kick off a new Let's Play. Hell to the yeah. And a perfect time too, because you know, with the bleak world we're in right now, despite there being some hope for people in the world, the political spectrum is really beating down everyone's door. There's no way to survive some of it in the real world. However, that aside, I'm just focusing right now on what makes me happy and making me feel accomplished, and that is playing video games. And that gives me that escape. And I think a lot of people should do that as well, considering the depressing nature, and it's not stuff that people want to think about. And I bring all that stuff up, though, because this game happens to be set in a world like that, and it gives us the freedom to try and fight that world. And I think a lot of people know where I'm going, because this is a game that I think practically everyone and their mother knows about. This is a game I think no one knew what to expect when it splashed into the world. But it splashed so hard that people were surprised by what they got. And that game came in the form of Deus EX. Now, for those who aren't PC players, Deus EX, this is a game made in the year 2000, and it was developed by a company called Ion Storm, who I know previously went through a lot with a certain game called Daikatana, which is now being called one of the worst games ever made. I know there's fixers for that, which I know because I actually have the game. That's the one thing that people may think I'm crazy for, but I am going to Let's Play it in the future. Not the N64 version, the PC version, because people have modded that version. I think it's going to be easier to play it. But I'm surprised that that game didn't kill the company. But we're focusing on this game today, and I think that the company is still afloat is because of this game. Because this is a game that, in order to talk about what it is and its ambition, you have to know the mind that it came from. Warren Spector. Now, Warren Spector, this is a guy responsible for the Wing Commander and the Ultima games. And I know this was a project that was originally titled Troubleshooter, and he was looking to get this game off the ground for a while, but due to it being ambitious, he kept turning it down. That was the thing till Eidos got a hold of it, and they were looking to diverse the company away from just being about Tomb Raider. And John Romero, who was nice enough to let him join Ion Storm while they were hard at work on Daikatana, gave him the go-ahead. I'll get more into the development when I review the game, but it was quite the adventure. But getting into the plot itself, I think, is another reason why, because it is quite ambitious. It's a bit like if you took Johnny Mnemonic and The Matrix and Virtuosity and put it in a blender with spices of RPG games like Fallout and a little bit of Diablo. Because it takes place in the future where society is in chaos due to this plague going around called the Grey Death. And more people are getting poor. They're sometimes being killed because they're on the streets. And terrorist groups have taken control of the streets. And you assume the role of JC Denton, who is a cybernetically enhanced agent working for a group called UNATCO. And his main objective is to go around the world and bring down these terrorist groups while also trying to figure out where the plague came from. And what makes this game interesting is that when you look at the pictures, you would think this game is a first-person shooter. But that's not the case. The game actually gives you multiple ways to take on a specific mission, going in stealthily, hacking contraptions, meleeing someone, and dealing with a situation a certain way, or you can just go in guns blazing. Because I say dealing with a situation a certain way because you talk to people for that, and you can decide to kill them or talk them out of doing something. Or, like I said, just going guns blazing, but I think I've also known that a lot of this does contribute to the ending and what you'll get out of the ending. And this is an element that people are praising this game for because of the level structure feeling varied. It adds a lot of replay value, along with the game having various choices as you go through the game. And I can tell you, this game is leaving its mark on society. Reviews are now calling it one of the best games ever made and one of the best games of the 2000s. And even though we just started going through it, there are some elements being criticized, like elements of the graphics and the AI, but it's not taking away the mark that this game has made, and it's becoming a financial success for the company. And it's those reasons alone why I'm excited to check it out. I think it offers up something different for the player beyond being a first-person shooter inspired by Half-Life, which I know a lot of games have done. I like the story. I like the various ways of going through a level. It's a story that I feel is ahead of its time and is going to be ahead of its times. It has a great atmosphere that really feels like it has those films coming to life. So I'm excited to see what this game offers based on those things alone. If I like the game for what it is, I will definitely be replaying this game and going back to check out those other routes. But I'm also excited to see how the story goes and if I'm actually invested in it. But there's only one way to find out, and that is if we shut up and get this game going. So let's begin Deus EX. Eidos Interactive. Ion Storm. Deus EX.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience. And their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we crown its kings. Not better than kings. Gods.
Yeah. Subtitles on, closer. This better? Alright, so let's go into this settings. Alright. We got under control. Let's get the game going. Before starting a new game for the first time, we suggest running through a training mission. So I can do this now.
I figured you'd be sick of drills by now. Hopefully our training exercises will be more interesting than what they've had you doing at the academy. Open the door by clicking the right mouse button. The right button uses items in the world. key on the desk opens encryption-based nanotech locks. When you pick it up, it will automatically be added to your keyring. Use the keyring to unlock the door and proceed to the next area.
I can interact. Alright, so we're going to use the keyring.
You're going to get a lot of equipment during these exercises. Press F1 at any time to access the inventory screen, which will let you add and remove items from the tool belt. Press F2 to view your current goals and any notes you may decide to take. On a typical mission, a UNATCO agent's objectives are logged electronically so that he can stay on task at all times. Now pick up a weapon and try to break open those crates. One of them's indestructible, but the others contain things you might find useful. Now pick up the lockpick and use it to open the door. Lockpicking takes time and expends the self-assembling resources of modern lockpicks. Just be patient and remember your training. At higher skill levels, you won't need as much time or lockpick resources to make the lock. Doors have two strength values. The door strength tells you how much damage a door takes before being destroyed. The lock strength tells you how many lockpicks will be required to pick the lock. Some doors have an infinite strength and an infinite lock strength. That means you have to find a key.
Alright.
The code to the door has been stored in that data cube. Right-click on the data cube to read the contents, then type the code into the keypad. You activate the keypad with the right mouse button, just like you activate a data cube or any object in the world. Use the disposable multi-tools on the table to hack the keypad up ahead. A multi-tool's resources are finite. When a tool is depleted, it becomes useless. The manual describes other uses for the multi-tool. At higher skill levels, you'll need less time and multi-tool resources to hack a given device.
I'm here to pick up all munitions and equipment. Thanks for the cooperation, Agent.
Lying in front of you is a brave cadet who volunteered to be rendered unconscious for this next training exercise. Highlight and search him to find the key to the medical room. Afterward, pick up his body and place it on the medical table so that one of my aides can revive him once the exercise is over.
Hand in your equipment. That's right. No cheating.
Oh yeah, the key ring. That was my dumb ass. You guys still here?
Good work. I'll get someone down there immediately to revive Private Winslow. Move on to the next area.
On your PC?
You can bet this won't be the last time we send you into a dark room. Turn on your light augmentation and find the exit on the other side. Just press F12 by default.
But yeah, I like some of those videos you showed, the Ninja Turtles. I can watch. I'd like to watch them.
But you're enough of a machine to need repair bots now and then. If you used up some bioelectric energy getting through the dark area, for example, this contraption can charge you back up. Congratulations, you completed phase 1. Move over the ramp into the next rooms to begin learning movement skills. We'll be watching you through the cameras, like the one you can see up in the corner. In the field, remember that terrorists sometimes use cameras like this in their security grids to set off alarms and alert guards to your location.
I'd be willing to watch off.
Jump across the platforms. You'll have to crouch to get under those pipes. If you fall, use the stairs to begin again.
Did it.
You need to go through the door up ahead, but it's blocked. Those wooden crates are too big to jump and too heavy to lift, so use the metal crates near the wall to build steps. To pick up a crate, walk up to it so that it highlights, then click the right mouse button. If you drop something you're holding, you can press the tab key by default. Now go up the ladder at the other end of the room. By default, you look up and use the arrow keys to climb. We get some complaints about this swimming obstacle because the water's contaminated. Recruits forget to grab the hazmat suit and end up in my office, not ready. Or they forget that they have to put the suit on by selecting it and pressing the left mouse button. Remember that the hazmat is disposable. You can wear it only once, and it operates only for a fixed duration. Use the ramp on the other side of the pool to climb out.
Alright.
These medical bucks, normally used for quick healing, are of particular interest to you, JC, because you need a bot's help to install new augmentations. If you took any damage during the swim, now's a good time to get patched up.
Yeah.
You gotta start the next section without arms or tools. Rules
Hopefully
are
it's
rules.
not like this the whole time.
Welcome to the combat training area. I am Günther Hermann, and I will be monitoring your progress
What kind of
here.
name is that?
We will start with weapon familiarization. Your first exercise will be to learn a little about aiming and targeting. Step up to the shooting range to the west.
Okay. I'm gonna buy a kid this.
The targets are released by using the buttons on the counter. Release the first target and take a few shots with one of the pistols until it is destroyed.
Alright.
Notice the targeting reticle appears when you aim at a target.
Please don't let this be 24/7 style.
Good. If you hold your aim for a few seconds before firing, you will notice the reticle starts out wide and tightens as you hold. The longer you aim as the target is out moving, the greater your accuracy will become. Release the second target and aim before shooting this time. Good work. Now proceed to the next area.
I'm here to pick up all munitions and equipment. Thanks for the cooperation, Agent.
This is a rifle range. Here, you will learn one of the ways skill level makes a difference in your accuracy. Step up to the shooting range. The targets are released using the buttons on the counter. Release the first target and destroy it with the rifle. Use the rifle scope by pressing the left bracket key to turn the scope on.
Okay. Jesus.
Excellent. Now we are going to raise your skill with rifles to master level. Release the second target and destroy it. Good work. As you can see, higher
Yeah,
skills
it's a
give you
little
better
bit
range,
straighter
accuracy, and
too.
effectiveness.
He doesn't
Proceed to
move
the
when
next
it
area
shoots.
when you are
I
ready.
like that little difference with the gun.
Hand in your equipment. That's right. No cheating.
That's the thing with this game. It's not a first-person shooter. If you play it like that, you're not gonna have fun.
This is the demolitions training area.
It's a mix
First,
of
you will learn
things.
to
It's
use
like
the lamp as a proximity mine.
a mix of
Approach
Fallout
the bay window and you will see a lamp
and,
placed on the target board on the black and red wall.
Fallout and some other stuff.
Press the first button next to the window and a security bot will be released. Watch as he nears the lamp. Lamps placed on the walls are proximity triggered.
Damn.
This time you will place your own lamp. Take a lamp from the munitions bay and proceed to the red and black wall below.
Alright, so we go down there.
Get as close to the wall as possible when you place the lamp.
Oh, shit,
if you aren't
JC.
close enough, the lamp will fall to the ground and detonate.
There we go. That's better. That was my stupidity for the first one. Bring in this guy. You're gonna have your fun.
Very good, Agent Denton. You may proceed to the next area for more demolitions training.
Okay. Sorry if I'm boring you guys.
You'll need a few extra lamps for the demolitions area. Here, catch.
Next, you will need to breach the doors in the hallway. Throw a lamp down to the end of the hall. Once it blows, proceed down the corridor. Notice how the wooden door was destroyed and the metal and barred doors remained. Remember this for future reference. Beyond the destroyed door, you can see a damaged piece of wall you can also breach with a lamp. Try that now. Excellent. Notice that the wall is opened. Look for other weakened walls such as this, and your lamp and other explosives will allow you to breach them. Continue through that breach and on to the next section.
Gotta start the next section without arms or tools. Rules are rules.
The area beyond the door is the grenade defusing facility. Here you will learn how to remove planted explosive devices.
Okay, I better save here.
At each of the corners of this area, you will find a lamp planted on the wall. You must disarm and remove all 4 lamps before you can proceed to the next section of training. You will need to move up to the lamp quickly and defuse it by right-clicking. A second right-click will remove the lamp from the wall.
Alright, so we're sneaking down the hallway. I did it!
A word of warning, Agent Denton. This was a simulated experience. Real lamps will not be so forgiving. You may proceed to the next area.
Hand in your equipment. That's right. No cheating.
Why would I be cheating? You guys still having fun?
Now you will learn to move quietly and conceal yourself so that you will be able to avoid a confrontation altogether.
Alright.
The test is simple. Get to the far north door without being spotted by the guards below. If one of them sees you, he will sound an alarm and lock the door.
Look at this. Look at how it's placed in front of you.
Remember, don't let the guards see you. Use the crates for cover and crouch when you move. The guards can be distracted. Pick up and throw an object near them, and they will go investigate the noise. Bottles, plants, flasks, many things.
Somebody's
will
there.
work.
A guy in civvies.
Let me redo that. That was bad.
Now you will learn to move quietly and conceal yourself so that you will be able to avoid a
But
confrontation
yeah, I like those
altogether.
videos you showed, Aqua. Some of the people involved with Ninja Turtles, I'm surprised.
The test is simple.
Yeah, like Seth
Get
Green.
to the far north door without being spotted by the guards below. If one of them sees you, he will sound an alarm and lock the door.
Yeah, but I'd be up for watching them. If you want to.
Remember, don't let the guards see you. Use the crates for cover and crouch when you move. The guards can be distracted. Pick up and throw an object near them, and they will go investigate the noise. Bottles, plants, flasks, many things will work. Always remember the 4 basic tactics to avoid detection. Crouch behind concealment. Stay behind enemies. Move slowly to avoid making noise, and use shadows to conceal yourself. Be alert to every possibility. Very good. I hope you remember this lesson, Agent. They have assigned us to be partners, and I will not stop to hold your hand and repeat myself when we are facing a real enemy.
Okay.
Now for the last test. You have to find a way across the river to the exit on the other side. There's more than one way to get there, depending on your approach and the skills you want to use. It's up to you. Make use of the IFF system to identify enemies. The crosshairs will highlight red over enemies, green over allies, and white over neutrals.
Oh, shit. Oh shit, here he comes. Goddamn, the bad guy from RoboCop has seen better days. How do I expect you to get across the gate? I just hope my interview went well today. OA. Better run.
Step up to each hologram for more info. When you're through, go out the opposite door. A deployment of UNATCO troopers is the central component of all UN peacekeeping occupations. The NSF, the biggest terrorist threat in the US. This national militia group thinks it is fighting the Second American Revolution. An inexpensive security bot, a favorite of third world countries and corporate security divisions. Not so mobile, but don't be fooled. We've lost plenty of agents to its well-armored assault gun. Like other bots, he's difficult to damage with ordinary bullets. This Page Industries walking turret, marketed to governments worldwide, is the workhorse of most national military forces. Due to the heavy armor, they take little damage from ordinary bullets. If you come up against a bot, you should use an EMP grenade, scrambler grenade, or some kind of explosive. This is the old augmentation technology, hopefully about to be phased out. Notice the reliance on electronics and servo mechanics, a maintenance nightmare. If I had 2 credits for every repair manual that made me file in my office in the med lab. The Coalition's new nano-augmented agents are nearly indistinguishable from the general population, except that you and your brother don't know how to smile, even for a picture.
God damn, this makes Kojima look goddamn subtle.
Sufficiently impressive. An early success for the whole organization.
Thanks. You from the United Nations?
Your augmentations are a go. The real test comes next. Active duty.
What am I, in
I'm
the
ready,
Matrix?
sir.
Yes. Yes, you are.
And that takes us back to the menu. We can start the game. We're gonna go on medium. Alright, Mr. JC Denton is his name. We're gonna call him Peter Alexandris. That is my name in real life. So you heading off, Nova? Alright, you have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yeah. Your appearance, I didn't know this. I'm gonna go with this guy. No, you can change your appearance, I didn't know this. Athletics. I'm gonna turn up hacking, lockpicking. Sorry, I'm just trying to decide the best ones. Hey, Peter Alexandris. I'm gonna go with this guy right here. Athletics. Hacking. I know we're gonna need hacking. I'm gonna go with hacking, lockpicking. Actually, I don't think I need athletics. Rifle. How's the kitty? She's a good water.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation.
All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware.
Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious.
Oh, I'm
a non-lethal
police?
takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
I like to pick him off from a distance. I'll take the rifle.
This isn't a training exercise, JC. Your targets will be human beings. Keep that in mind.
I get the idea. What's the first move?
I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue.
I'll see how it looks on shore.
Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor.
What are my orders when I reach the command center?
Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
What's your take on the situation, Corporal?
The bots have them bottled up, sir. We'd go right in if it weren't for the whole back order.
How'd they get one of our agents?
Gunter went rogue on us. When the order came, he wouldn't pull back. Now you get to bail him out.
Okay. Time to play like DSP.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bomb. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
Alright, we're just gonna smack open this. You okay, Aqua? Oh. Okay. Just making sure.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Okay. Oh my god. It's not the game, it's something else. Sneaking in Mission Impossible style. Pixel about to go to France. Gonna miss me? She's so cute, Pixel. Let's continue on. It's not because the only time it was crashing was because somebody put like return up on top, and when you push that it crashed the game. I don't know why the mod did that, but for the most part this mod's actually pretty good. I'm playing it on like this patch that they got for it. You know what I mean? I like that this game gives you more than one way to get into something. Like, you can either run in guns blazing. I'm trying to sneak in, though. Me too. Why they had to put the screenshot taken on that one. In a couple weeks I'll be going to what is it, London. It'll be interesting. I'm going to London soon.
Good thinking. You might be able to avoid some of the security by entering this way.
Hey, what the hell is this? Come on, you little bitch. I'm wanting to take this guy out, but he's not. Just to get him out of the way, but I don't want to cause any civilian casualties. funny. But I was like watching a video recently. There were people mad at Gara just because he stood by Steam for a bit. They're mad at him because, like, he's defending the Steam machine prices when he never has. There's a video on his site, on his channel, freaking telling people don't support it. People don't do research anymore. I did leave a comment on one of the dudes' things saying like, dumbass, there's a video where he's talking about, where he's saying don't defend the prices. That person never responded to me. Well, I left a comment saying like Gara has talked about this, and Gara has talked about this, and that, and I linked the video talking about it. I said, do your research before being a dumbass, and to that, I said it to that person, and he never responded to me. No insults, none of that.
Did they find the shipment?
Who was that? I didn't see a uniform.
Good. You're nearing the command center. Agent Herman remains...
Alright, we're almost there.
Did they find the shipment?
Yeah, we got the whole supply. You can see the ship's lights crossing the bay.
Guess y'all were right. So why aren't we pulling out?
Mike's on the horn. Jojo wants a lead on the distribution network.
Yeah, we don't have enough men to protect what we've got.
That's what Jojo wants.
I wonder, how does a guy with a tattooed forehead get to be an NSF colonel? Pardon me, but back in Alabama, we wouldn't let a man who wears earrings plan a military operation.
I'd watch what I say about Jojo. He's got a temper.
He's a punk and he's gonna get us all killed.
The
There's a
NSF is
character
strong
named
because it
JoJo who's
represents
a friend of
everyone's
mine
interests.
in Gara's group. That's funny.
Good. You're nearing the command center. Agent Herman remains in captivity on the ground floor, but we can probably get him out. Keep moving. Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
Let's get out of here.
I'm standing my ground.
Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's Ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Tell me about the shipment. I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
Alright. So let me just... Environmental training. Oh wait, let me... Oh shit. What the hell happened here? This is the most stealth I've done in a game like this. Damn, they took out all these guys.
They sent us in to pick up the pieces. We've already searched the bodies and delivered the enemy munitions to the quartermaster.
The NSF had a commercial-grade security bot in this area, but one of our soldiers zapped its electrical system with an EMP grenade.
Don't worry about the bodies. We'll handle the cleanup.
Alright, so it seems like...
Someone should have put a slug in the commander's head.
Okay. That's nice.
I guess you were just following orders up there.
Here we are.
We've got the island secured. How did things look in the statue? The leader surrendered. So they were after Ambrosia. A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city. I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution. Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries. It's good to finally see some action. Just keep a level head. You're doing well so far. Now get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office, level 2. Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office.
I hear you just slipped by a lot of the terrorists. Pretty smart.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Okay.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
Damn, look at this. Aqua, look at this mirror effect. This is 2000.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
We finally got to cap some rebels, eh, Denton?
Before the briefing, you've got to go to level 3 for your equipment and a medical examination. See Jaime Reyes in the med center and Sam Carter in the armory.
Good work out there, Mr. Denton. Mr. Manderley said you handled yourself nicely. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
What kind of name is that? My name in the game is Bionic Man.
Reporting for duty, sir.
The man himself. Splendid. Do accept my apologies about the situation topside?
A refreshing change from the academy, sir.
Don't despise training, my boy. Even you would be worthless without the shaping touch of drills and studies.
So the NSF took a shipment of the Ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it.
I'm sure you could. Yes, indeed. But we're having your brother head up the recovery team. You'll work with Agent Ana Navarra. Why don't we meet when you've seen Jaime for a medical checkup and received your equipment from Sam Carter? You'll be briefed at that time.
Yes, sir.
This game's interesting. Don't know if you would say so. Okay.
That was a close one up there.
Music's very good too. Hey Peter, I guess we'll start calling you JC around the office. Not sure if there's your brother.
At ease, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you've had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What else do you think you'll need?
Can you spare a nanotech tech tool?
A man who uses his head. I like that. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Just check around.
Way to go, sir.
Thank you. I like the fact that people will talk to you in this game.
I don't like getting shot at. Not one bit.
Alright, I need to take the plant with me.
Bet the NSF won't try that trick again. Hell of a first day. Thank God my shift is almost over.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC. About your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
I think I picked one of those up at the top of the statue.
Maybe you did. My order from VersaLife was on the ship the NSF captured. You'll need to take it to one of the medbas for installation.
I'll do that.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules.
What happened?
Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
Have you met your partner yet, Anna Navarra? I think she and Gunther are upstairs in the break room.
Haven't run into her.
A real piece of work. Maybe you should compare notes before the operation. You never know. She might go easier on you.
Sure, maybe I'll introduce myself.
Then report to Manderley. He told me to send you back to him on the double.
Upstairs in the break room. You can heal points just for drinking water. Back upstairs.
Didn't know the NSF had so many people in New York.
Isn't this the break? Okay, they sit upstairs.
It's my first day too. I'm pretty excited. I heard there was a lot of fighting topside.
She's so cute.
Hell of a first day. We finally got to cap some rebels, eh, Denton?
You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? Yes, I see here that she did.
Didn't know the NSF had so many people in New York.
There we are. Got the other. We can play in the pinball machine. There's a good TV.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind. You will be working with Ana Navarra.
My new partner, JC Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
Better to look good than to have the distractions of another agent who needs backup.
Why is he
Forgive my
talking like
interruption.
that?
I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. And also, excuse me, I've got to be briefed by Mr. Manderley.
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
Or make us
I
look
am
like the
prepared to
Matrix.
perform my duties.
For instance, not to wipe out the enemy and then leave agents still captured in a locked cell.
No problem.
Manderley says sit out this one. I am filing another protest.
I am not going to hold your hand. You have your orders.
Bitch.
That will be JC's job.
What's that? Power station. The NSF have Ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go in hard.
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. If you lose that scene, I'm sending your butt to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters won't get their pills this month.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Ana Navarra, to shore.
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for the great job you did in the statue. 1,000 credits. We take care of our people around here.
I wish
The
I
bonus
got
for
that.
rescuing Agent Herman goes to one of the troopers, though. I'm sure you understand.
Thank you, sir. We'll meet up in the city.
We'll finish the job when we get to Manhattan.
Yeah, the Tanya's Day Out thing looks cute.
Heard you went a little soft on the NSF. The guys had to mop up for you.
I used necessary force.
Well, necessary force won't work when we chase these sons of bitches into the city. You better load up on some hardware. I scored an extra scope from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits. I also picked up some 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Carter? You don't care. NSF goods are the spoils of war. We're risking our lives out here.
I'll take the scope for 700.
Figured you were a sharpshooter when I saw the rifle, but it works on other guns. Just snap this baby into place, and you're in business.
How's Chloe doing? What's her name? Chloe. Sorry. Unless you count Pokemon.
Let's head out.
Alright, let's go. The terrorists are in a fighting retreat. A few have barricaded themselves inside Castle Clinton.
Lead the way.
Our orders are to locate a barrel of ambrosia they are hiding inside. I will give you a schematic of the barrel, but first we will exterminate the NSF terrorists.
Exterminate?
A precious opportunity we cannot neglect.
What about the rest of the shipment?
That is your brother's assignment. You will take the subway to meet him in Hill's Kitchen. But first, we should deal with Castle Clinton.
Are we going in the front, or is there another way?
A secondary entrance would be useful, but I am aware of no such thing.
Alright, and that brings us to the end of the first part of Deus Ex. Now, final thoughts on, or I shouldn't say final, first impressions of the game. Yeah, I can see what the critics are talking about. Based on this first part alone, I gotta say. That's not me just saying it, but I can definitely see what they're talking about. I think this game is really, really, really interesting. And really ahead of its time because of the story and elements of the story that I feel are really, really close to real life. So I really, really, really love that in this game. I think the story has a great atmosphere to it. I think it's really interesting in how you have this world and that the characters in it, there's people who are just shunned for being poor, and the economy is in a crisis, and pretty much crime has taken over, sort of akin a bit to RoboCop as well. So I'm really, really digging that. I'm digging that aspect of the story. I like the UNATCO team. I think they're very interesting. Very cool designs on them. And it just all around just has this feel to it that really draws me in. Graphically, I think it looks really cool. The attention to detail, I like the fact that what you guys saw there, how like if you're hurt, it'll impact your skills and how you shoot and how you run. That I find really cool. And just the gameplay, I like the variety in how you approach a level. I like the fact that it's not a straight run and gun shooter. I think it makes it interesting in that area. I'm hoping that in the next coming parts, there's more unique things to do and get through a level than just like how it is in this first level. Hopefully they keep up that aspect of the game. The only thing I will say, though, is the layout of the controls I'm not a fan of, and having to adjust them, because there's millions of times I had to edit out adjusting the controls because I don't like the placement of them. But that being said, so far this is a great game, and I'm excited to see if they can bring any more creative juices to this game with the next level and the environments, and deciding how to go through a specific environment for a level. And I'm really excited to see what the choices bring me at the end, towards the end, and if they'll define me and my character. But for right now, that's where we're going to end the video. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like, rate, comment, subscribe. Also, let me know, what are your thoughts on Deus Ex? Do you guys enjoy the game? Do you agree with the critics? And what path would you have gone if you played this? Be sure to let me know down below in the comments. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.